right, let's go. Let's get it. What's up, Gordon? You little fucker.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Pitching Tents Podcast. I'm your host, Zack.
And I'm your other host, Tim.
And I'm really excited to introduce our guest today. We've been looking forward to this one for a while. We have on my right, I'm going to let you guys say your own last names. Close right, my good friend Arsalan. Far right, my good friend MJ. Just talk about yourselves a little bit, guys. Give us a little background, where you're from, what you like to do. What's up? How's it going?
Sure, man. Last name is Karimi.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm, RVA local. Pretty much raised here. Moved to Virginia Beach to start a business. Graduated in finance, worked there, and then started a business. Ended up taking off, and then ended up selling that actually.
Awesome.
And pretty much between Nova and Richmond now. I guess that's the very quick summary of it.
Yeah. What school?
I went to VCU here.
VCU?
Yeah.
Cool. What were your two businesses you sold?
So I started Wings Mobile Detailing. It's a mobile detailing business.
Cool.
It was kind of an accident. My friend was doing this in Richmond, and it ended up taking off. It was supposed to be just a business that was supposed to just put some extra cash in his pocket for community college.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up taking off really fast. So I was like, I'm going to just do this as a side hustle in Virginia Beach because I was working as a financial analyst at Dollar Tree headquarters down in Chesapeake, Virginia. And I was just supposed to be a weekend thing, just to provide some savings. And it ended up taking off a lot faster than I expected or anyone else expected. And so I ended up quitting my 9-to-5 job and did that full time for about 2 years and ended up taking off.
It takes a lot to, when we did our thing, hopping in, feet head first into the business. It takes a lot to just jump in there,
It does, man. I was actually talking to a lot of friends, my parents, and everyone was saying just don't do it. You have a bachelor's degree, you have a pretty nice career. Why wash cars on a daily basis?
You're making money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, I'm making pretty much the same amount just working 2 days than I am working 5 days here.
That's the
I was
key.
just like,
That's wild. So
let's
that's
just
mobile
jump in.
detailing?
Mobile detailing, yeah.
Okay. That's nuts.
Yeah, it was, and so the way my friend started in Richmond, it was just a truck with a bucket of water and some soap, just going around, just doing some like quick washes for $20.
That's a grassroots commercial if I've ever seen it, man.
Yeah.
You just get you up on a billboard. All it takes is a bucket of water and determination.
It's
Business.
very humble beginnings. But
awesome.
now he does $1,000 services on cars, and he's got 6 or 7 employees here in Richmond. I ended up having a couple employees down in Virginia Beach. We didn't really have to go to work physically anymore. We could just, book appointments and sort of just manage the guys. And so, just ran it that way for a while. And then just a great offer came in. I was like, that's it.
Yes, please. It's a pleasure doing business. That's
Yeah,
awesome,
yes.
man. That's
Great
awesome.
returns.
MJ, give me your rundown, man. What's
All right,
a
man,
day in
let's
the
do it.
life of MJ look like?
All right. I moved to the U.S. when I was 17.
Okay. Where are you
Yeah.
from?
I'm from Iran.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you like close to a big city in Iran?
Yeah,
I only know a few, but
Yeah, I'm from Tehran, the capital.
Okay.
Yeah, so I moved here when I was 17. Just moved here as a student, actually. I
Mhm.
went to VCU, just went to school.
mm-hmm.
And I did finance like Arsalan. I met Arsalan there, actually. And ever since there, I've been involved in trading.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started with day trading stocks and Forex market. For a good year or two, just failed.
Mm-hmm.
Failed every
Yeah,
day of it,
That's
you
how
know.
it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
man.
then,
Part of the equation.
exactly.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then just figured out that you gotta learn. If you want to earn, you gotta learn. And then like got to studying, and I've kind of been doing that for like 4 or 5 years, And I'm doing my master's now. Yeah, I'm doing economics, and then just using whatever I earn to like pay off school and like live life.
Yeah.
Yeah, from
That's
trading.
awesome, man. That's sweet. We've we like to talk about how we do things, and it's all about just going to do it. Like
Exactly.
there's so many people that will hit us up with, hey, I have a podcast. Will you guys record it? Will you guys produce it? Like, sure, yeah, come on. Or hey, I want to do a video. And then 75% of the time, you never hear from them again. Every other person that sticks it out, man. If you're determined enough, got the right philosophy, make it happen.
No, absolutely. I'm with you on that. Unless you try, you won't know if you're gonna fail or win. It's just all a part of it.
We both decided at 40 years old, we don't want to go to work if we don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how do we make that happen?
That's it. We got skills. We got the equipment to do it. Let's make something happen, man.
Even if you're going to work at that age, it's like at least you tried. At least you put in the effort and like you just took the chance and tried.
For sure.
It's a regret that gets you. It's a regret of not trying that gets you the most, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm 26 and I have a bunch of regrets. So like,
yeah, definitely.
Half of mine were like last weekend too. So. I feel you.
You said you traded Forex?
Yeah, I did. Okay. I did Forex for like 2 years.
Okay.
I've heard that. What is that? I'm not familiar.
It's like, let me guess before you school me and tell me I'm wrong. So it's like currency exchanges, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're trading on the value of different currencies. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So sorry, I'm gonna see if I can get it to her before you lay it down for me.
Yeah. So it's just currencies, like you guys said. Just imagine like you're living in a country. You're living in the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
So imagine you have some reasons to believe that the value of dollar is gonna go up. So you put a bet on the value of dollar, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you trade Forex. You trade that in comparison to another currency.
Okay.
So when they say you're trading euro dollar, you're trading euro in comparison to the dollar.
Yep.
So if you buy euro dollar, it means you think euro is gonna gain in value and dollar is gonna lose in value.
It's a lot of like similar skills and strategies and practices. Trading Forex, trading the currency, standard stock, S&P and crypto. I feel like all those principles, it definitely carries over from one sect to the other.
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of it is like math psychology, like technical analysis, learning, like knowing what's happening in the economy.
Yeah. All right. I know you do some investing as well, right? I talked to Josh.
Yeah.
And, I know that boy is crazy down that rabbit hole. Respect for him. I love you, Joshua. But what does... Let me see how I ask this. I'm going to save that. Go ahead, Tim. Sorry, I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to edit that part out.
So I guess my question, I didn't know you had a Forex background. So like when you see these people on Instagram, let's just put this to bed, because I know anybody that probably sees this has probably seen somebody on Instagram saying, hey, pay for my Forex special club.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll make you $1 million.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if someone could make you $1 million. Would they want to waste their time teaching you how to make a bunch of money? No,
right.
Really,
it's
right?
fake, right?
Yeah. I mean, like they just want to get your money. You pay like subscription fee, like $100.
You're on their team now.
Yeah. It's like a cult.
Right. So to those people that are selling them, and obviously some people are buying them or you'd stop seeing them. Are they just having like a good 3 to 6 months, taking a screenshot of it and saying, hey, I know what I'm doing.
Or
pay
they
for my
fake
class.
it.
You can just Google like profit and loss sheets and just show it to people.
Yeah. It's so easy.
Shiesty people, man.
I think a lot of the guys that online that are like famous, like what's the guy's name who's on Facebook all the time? Ty Lopez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He makes
knowledge.
He talks about investing and all that, but most of his money comes from training.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Kiyosaki, who wrote that Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and like he's well known as an investor. But majority of his money just comes from investing. It doesn't come
Most
from
people that are teaching
training.
you how to make money are people that are making money by teaching you how to make money.
It's not the investment. Yeah, they have a little bit of experience in investment. Most of it comes from training you on that.
They just have really good ad people, really good marketing specialists that put their shit out there.
That's the key to everything.
Mm-hmm.
You just marketing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so like just very simple, like the most elementary, basic 1 + 1 = 2 of just investing in general. You buy the dips, you sell the highs. Like kind of give me just I don't want to say give me the 5 rules of trade, but just like I have $10,000. I'm a new investor. I'm ready to hop in head first. Just recommendations, tips, tricks. Your experience.
Honestly, I think just educate yourself. It's the most boring answer out there, but no one wants to hear the boring answer, and the boring answer is the hard work, right?
Yep.
Just educate yourself and take the L. Make mistakes. Be okay to make mistakes. You're young. You're not you're not. I mean, if you are, it's okay to listen to this podcast.
Buy Doge at 60
Buy
cents.
yeah, to the Doge to the moon. But yeah, just educate yourself and try. Don't be worried. Like what you guys were talking about. Just put your money out there and trade.
Yeah.
And don't think like someone else is gonna come and tell you these are like you said, like five rules of trading.
Yeah.
Because my way of trading is gonna be different from you and you. Because we have different ways of thinking about about different things, you know.
Sure. I have a. This might sound dumb to someone who does it full time, but what I do is I just look at the major players, like the Apple, Disney, the people that aren't going anywhere. I buy a low. As soon as I see any profit, and like I'll have some long-term investing too, but when I see a profit, right, I just sell. So let's just say I put $50 into Tesla on a dip, in 2 weeks it's $57. I just take that out and I just throw it in another investing account that does it for me.
Yeah.
See, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing for the longest time. But the short-term taxes kill you. If you keep doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It's,
Capital gains tax, boy.
Yeah, man, it's under 1 year, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's under 1 year is like 25% rather than.
It's it's 32%. It depends on your income. So it depends on your income bracket.
Yeah, so it's out of that $50, you're not materializing much.
$50. Well, yeah, because in my head it's like, all right, if Acorns is gonna, we gotta take that out. If Acorns is gonna, guarantee me 4 to 5%, and I can just make 4 to 5% on every little small time trade. Well, now we're at 7-8%, aren't we? That's just, But that's I never thought of that.
No, same.
I mean, that's something that people probably run into at the end of the year, and they're like, oh shit.
No, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, another thing I think is the psychology of being able to invest, and that's what I use him as the guy I go to for advice about, because he's read every fucking psychology book out there. You and I were talking about the psychology of investing last time at Josh's, and it was we both said that we're more comfortable just initially seeing our money in our account, in our bank account, rather than putting in the.
It took a 2-hand push from him to get me to invest seriously.
Him and Josh, him and just regular stocks, and then Josh with crypto. It's just been dude, put your money in this, put your money in that. It's gonna go up. I'm just dude, I like seeing my bank account just grow month over month.
Liquidity right there.
Dude, I cannot tell you. So just let me give you a little yin and yang of me and Tim. We got to cut the front lawn, okay? Tim's going to buy the $3,000 zero-turn lawnmower that he won't have to purchase again for another 10 years.
Yep.
I'm going to go to Craigslist, and I'm going to find 3 $35 lawnmowers that I can finagle together and cut the grass. So that's just a different perspective, different, that just bleeds into, look where we're at, right? We got all this great gear. You go to my home office, it probably don't look like this, but it's just a difference of not necessarily like you were saying, different strategies for different people, but people invest for different reasons too.
Exactly.
Whether it's a full-time job like yourself, or maybe I want an extra $3,000 in my savings account at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Just the different strategies for different people. I think you pegged it.
Yeah, it's a different perspectives, man. There are people out there who are killing it, trading stocks like Apple and Amazon, big cap stocks, but there are guys out there who are killing it in the penny stocks. It's just how you look at the situation. What's your risk tolerance? How much guts you have? How much pain can you handle?
How big are them balls?
Exactly. Biggest factors. One of the biggest factors in the game.
Yeah, I dabbled in the penny stocks, man. That shit's wild. You can make $1,000 in 1 minute and then just lose it all.
Lose all of it in the next second. Oh yeah.
Sell.
Yeah, you're sitting there watching it like a hawk, man.
Crypto's pretty similar right now. The way
Crypto's
it's
rough,
fluctuating. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
I think Dodge went up 52% in one day today. Went down 40-some% yesterday. It's ridiculous.
We both bought Doge at 7 cents.
Yep.
But I texted. This is before I started working full time. We texted about it at 1 cent. I was like, bro, look at this. Right? And we're both like, yeah. So we wait for the next day, it's hopping to 6. We're like, all right, we need to fucking put it in. I have paper ass hands, so I sold it 19 cents. Tim held, we bought back in and everything, but what a ride that's been.
That's good return.
Yeah.
I saw an article where if you put your first stimulus paycheck, the $1,200 that you got initially, if you put that in Doge, by now it would be close to $600K.
Yeah.
Insane.
All right,
Yeah,
good.
I mean, things like that kind
Good
of
pod.
piss you off.
I'm going home. Good pod, everybody. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. Like, you can what if yourself to the grave.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Jeez, crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's so easy to look back, and just be like, damn, I should have done that.
Hindsight, yeah.
Yeah, I
but-
mean, that's the best part about it. Like, just the what if kills you. I mean, the thing is, if you look at the next opportunity, there's always like opportunities out there, man.
Yeah.
To be
yeah.
honest with you.
Yeah.
But it's tough to find them.
It's
But
like
when
it-
you find them,
It's like the lessons you learn, right? Like we
Exactly.
didn't hit this one, but like you said, take your L or your
Yeah.
mini L or whatever, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Find
Yeah,
that next thing to
absolutely.
pop.
Well, it's always helpful if your loss is just less gains than it would have
Yeah.
been too.
yeah.
yeah.
The L was
Like
a
pulling out at
double
20
of your
cent
money
versus
yeah.
40 cent.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
still a dub, but it's just not as big of a dub.
Lowercase
Yeah.
dub.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of it comes down to just psychology. I think in business, it's
Yeah.
just, and just business or stocks. A lot of it just comes
Yeah.
down to like being able to take that leap of faith, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Um,
Psych major, baby. Let's get
That's
it.
it.
Let's
Hell
get it.
yeah.
Let's get it.
So, what kind of? So you did the car detailing business, and what other businesses did you have?
I've only had the detailing business.
Okay.
So I had the detailing business down in Virginia Beach, and then I started briefly in Northern Virginia before I got an offer for that as well.
Okay.
Was it like just another wing of the same company, or was it two different car dealing?
It
car
was
dealing?
it was under the same umbrella. It was the same
under the
company.
same taxes and
Yeah.
everything. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just made it easier that way. The website was exactly the same. It was
Mhm.
just the marketing was the same. It was just different location. You had to sort of promote it in just two separate locations.
Sure. Yeah. Much easier to grow one thing than two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For
100%.
sure.
and it worked once, so why not attempt it? a
I
second
remember
If it
like,
ain't broke.
yeah.
I remember this guy. He was talking about how it started like all terrible and everything. But I remember this guy coming to Richmond. You remember with the van?
Oh, dude,
Oh,
yeah,
he
that was
came-
my
he came
only
to
car
Richmond.
too. It
Who?
was a work van.
Him.
Oh.
He came to Richmond with the van. This van, dude, the van was ridiculous. I thought we were gonna die any second. And this guy,
Shake the
bro,
whole time.
I know, man. I was scared of my life, and it just smelled like gas.
Yeah.
Like, the van smelled like gas, and then like a year later, the guy had like Arsalan had like 3 people working for him. So
Yeah.
it was like amazing to kind of like see him go from that, because you didn't even have your own car, right? You sold that car.
Yeah, I put everything I had into like that business to buy the first van to fill it up with equipment,
Yeah.
and then yeah,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
pretty
man.
ghetto.
Oh yeah, it was scary,
itself-
man.
The generator was just like break. The power wash would break at at an appointment. You had to reschedule. It was tough times initially.
Oh yeah.
Those first, call it probably, I mean the first month obviously, but that first 6 months, man. If you can get past that first 6 months, I feel like your chances of success just skyrockets.
Yeah. And I just had to take pretty much every opportunity that came my way. It was like I was like one of those days I was working from like 9 to 5, 9 to 6, and then you would get a call from a dealership because you were promoting your business there, and you would get a call from dealership saying, hey, we got this car that needed to be detailed ASAP to be sold.
Yeah.
And so it's like 6:30 p.m. and the sun sets at like 7:38,
Mhm.
and like a pretty good detail like last couple hours. So it's just like, all right, I'm gonna go home, change immediately, like after work, go change immediately, go to that dealership, and then like detail the car till like 8:39 past past dark, and it just, you knew it wasn't gonna come out that great, but it was like, I'm gonna just take this chance. I'm just gonna try to like get my name out there, because like for example, my first time working with that dealership, I just wanted to sort of show up so
Yep.
that he knows that I'll show up.
Yep.
Like if there's another car to sell, like another time.
And now you
Yeah.
can take that to the next dealership and say, hey, I'm working for this dealership right here. I'd
Yeah.
love to do you. It's just like we talk about. It's just getting that first fish in the barrel, and then you prove yourself as a fisherman. Now you're
Yep.
doing the damn thing.
You know?
Text from my dad. Couldn't plan this any better. Doing great in the market today. LOL. Yeah, we are, pops.
Yeah,
Let's get it,
Big
man.
rally day today.
I got my dad to invest in Cardano. I think he bought it like $1.30.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
almost
It's
hit,
going up, yeah.
hit 2 today, or might be down a little bit. But
It's got
Um,
legit fundamentals to Cardano, right?
say again.
It's got legit fundamentals. Like they're
Yeah.
getting pre-approved
it's
for
one of
every
the-
bank
Yes,
and everything.
yes. It actually got approved in Portugal today to buy like apartment high rises. I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know if that was the spike.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were combined or whatever. But what they're doing in Africa,
Yeah.
I don't know like great details about it, just kind of the surface level, but
Yeah.
I kind of see it, and from what I understand, it's kind of like the, McDonald's is Ethereum, and Cardano is Jack in the Box or some bullshit, right? It's kind of like
I
a competitor, but not quite
The same
there
quality,
yet. But that's kind of how I understand it. But you know what would be great? Just explain like a blockchain for everybody.
Yeah.
Just
Honestly,
kinda
I'm
like
not
the
the
basic.
biggest crypto guy. I've been trading stocks.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been into stocks. I would say Josh would be the better person to explain blockchain to you.
I know he's tried a couple, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
He
Yeah.
listens to like 6-hour podcasts a day on just
I
crypto.
know.
Yeah,
I know.
He's so involved.
That boy's been I knew him in high school. Like we
Mm-hmm.
went to high school together. That boy been hustling since day one.
Yeah.
Day
Yeah,
one.
No, I know guys that are a lot more into stocks than he is, but his returns are like 2 or 3 times more. I think
Yeah.
I mean crypto's had a wild run.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just he's doing fantastic.
Yeah,
Like
he-
almost everything he's touched in the past year and a half, 2 years has
Yeah.
been great.
Well, it's funny that he tells me like if I never sold anything I bought, I'd have been a millionaire like 3 times over
Yeah.
if you would just held. Paper. I feel him though. I'm the last one to talk.
The what ifs.
So tell me, if you don't mind me asking, biggest L you took, bro?
Oh, biggest L?
Because you're obviously winning now. You're doing this full time, so
Yeah.
you've kind of rode the bumps. For the people out here that might dip in and try, okay, MJ lost this, so I can still do it. Like, just kind of give me your shit story.
Man, I've blown up accounts like 4 times already.
Yeah.
So I've been from like first time I was trading Forex, it was like I put in like $1,000 the first time.
Mhm.
I lost it.
Mhm.
I lost it within like a month. The second time was like 5K, lost all of it. Third time was 5K, lost all of it. So it was just like all of those were L's.
Yeah.
But just wishful thinking, man. I
Yeah.
thought like if I just buy this and put it all somewhere, I'm gonna get this like astronomical returns. I'm gonna be like be the next guy internet selling
yeah.
courses.
Why not me? Why not me? Yeah. Someone else is doing it. Why not me? Yeah.
But
When you said I'm sorry. When you said you lost 5K twice, I was like,
yeah, it was painful.
yeah.
And I was in undergrad, man. I didn't have the money, so it was just
Yeah.
like working shitty jobs,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
grabbing, like finding money here and there and here and there. I mean, it's been my passion. Like it's been my passion ever since I moved here.
Yeah.
Ever since I was born. But I just figured out how to like put together like 5K and then like blew it until I figured it out like somehow too.
Can you trade in Iran? Do they let you trade in Iran?
No, it's like weird, man. Like Iran is a weird
Because
place.
like isn't like crypto's banned in India? I mean, and
So
like I know Middle East is like a little different rules.
Yeah.
So technically you can't, but there's like
Technically,
just-
you can't.
you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's so like I have cousins and family overseas as well, like in Iran, and they're buying crypto off of just like this. They're using these proxies to get on cryptos, and like just these apps, and they're buying crypto. Like I have uncles and family members just in Iran that have Bitcoin, have Dogecoin,
Yeah.
have everything. Just like,
Interesting. So, is it like dangerous to like
It's
kind
the
of?
No.
legality of it's not legal, right? It's not legal,
But
but,
it's hard
there are
bust
ways.
them.
Yeah, it's hard
It's
to
so
bust them
hard
with
to bust
crypto,
them.
but you can't trade stocks in Iran.
Yeah,
And
you
you can't
can't,
trade
yeah.
American because of tariffs.
Yeah.
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 But
Interesting.
I mean, it's a lot better for them to put their money into like stocks if they could. But I mean, crypto's been better now recently. But
Yeah.
if they put money in anything rather than just holding their bank account over there, is a lot better because the money over there is becoming devalued so fast that
Yeah.
it's just like anything that could keep up with the dollar. If you even have dollar in your account, is a lot better than what they have like in their bank account. So just put everything into like assets.
Okay.
Just don't hold on to cash for the most part.
And I had to just change my frame of thinking because I purchased a home this year, so or last year, I guess technically. But my whole thinking was okay. I had a number that I had to get in this account to make everything I want happen. Like down payment, nest egg, all of that.
Yeah.
So for a year or two, couple years, I was just like, fill up this motherfucking savings account. Let's get it stacked, and then purchased. Now I'm back nest egg comfortable. Well, my whole brain was like, all right, let's stack up that savings again.
Yeah.
And when I started working here, Tim kind of gave me a little peek behind the curtain, and yeah, I've been enjoying it this year. It's only been like 5 months for me. I'm an infant.
Into
But-
stocks?
into stocks and trading just in
Is
general.
it, but isn't it addicting? For me, I'm like pretty new to it. Like,
Bro, I got to take it
last
off my
7-8
phone
months.
sometimes.
No, same. I check it every single day.
I'm
It's
like, ETC cash is at what? Bye, 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 bye.
Yeah.
Like, I just, yeah. But it's like, I look at it as like, okay, let's just say at the end of the year, right, I just spend $5K in the stock market in stocks or whatever, and let's just say that I have a 5% loss that year. You know, let's just say bad year or I had a bad trade, whatever. I'm probably, it's just another savings account now. Like, I'm probably would have spent that money on dumber shit.
Yeah.
no,
More
same.
than than likely.
Trips. Yeah.
Trips downtown VCU. We've had a couple nights. I met these guys. Shit, man. It was the first year that Josh went to VCU. I know I met you. I know because you were there the night that Ben met Amber. So and man, I'm really reaching in my deep cavity in my brain to get this. Believe you were.
Same, man.
We can bleep out all names. So if I like say a name, like we can take it. I think her name was that you were with, or
Yeah.
she was blonde.
Oh.
That's it. That is definitely
Oh
it.
my God.
So I met you.
Detail.
No,
Yeah.
we can. Her name. Yeah, she won't know who we're talking about. We'll bleep that out. But yeah, I met you guys down there. We went to somebody's house that had a roof. I was gone. I mean, I don't really remember details. But, MJ, you might have been there, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably. Odds are good.
I feel like I met y'all too at one point. There was this one night we went to
Mhm.
Josh's house.
Yep.
And he had just a whole lot of friends over. And like the plan was to all load up in an Uber and go to Cabana. It was like the night that it opened. Were y'all there for that? Maybe not.
This is when he lived on campus, right?
I remember that.
He was in a
Arsalan was
house.
there for sure.
Okay.
I do remember that.
Yeah, because he was like, yeah, my boy's like the DJ there. Like I can get us all in.
Yeah.
And we roll up and there's a whole line around the whole building.
12
and he's just like
12 dicks deep,
baby. Yeah.
12
We're
boys
not rolling
deep.
in with 12 dudes to a brand new club.
We brought the sausage. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Cabana was fun back then, actually. Jesus.
I had a night where I spent, I don't even want to say it out loud, obscene.
Yeah.
Obscene. I bought champagne, like, popping bottles a night, baby. It's like a random fucking Friday.
Right.
Jeez.
Now we buy stocks.
That's it.
We don't buy bottles now. We buy stocks.
Well, that's the crazy shit about it, though, man. Too, it's like that's kind of where that conversation started. Was like if you just invest, like even if you have a shit year this year, like statistically over 10 years, you will never lose money.
Yeah.
Like there's never been a 10-year period in the history of the stock market that's had a negative return.
Yeah.
So it's like
Gives you a puncher's chance.
yeah,
Right.
It's like even if you make 0.5% ever in your life on the money you put in, that's more money that you would ever make in a savings account.
And you
So,
best
like,
believe I would have spent that on
might as
dumber
well.
stuff. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I got
Yeah.
how much in the check-ins?
For
Yeah,
sure.
we can.
Yeah, let's go.
It's like average.
Let's
I
go
mean, we're
ahead.
looking at 5 to 7% average return. You know,
Yeah.
on any brokerage account. So it's
Yeah,
like
I mean, like the worst case scenario, like it was like a depression that was in the U.S. It was like 20 years of bad returns and everything. But like, I mean, the banking system was all messed up. So
Yeah.
like now we don't have that. We have like strong banks that's backed by the government. But yeah, like the accessibility. If you have the money in a brokerage account, you won't touch it because you can't spend it.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have in a saving account, you can
Yeah,
just swipe
exactly.
and get those
Yep,
champagne bottles. you know?
Exactly.
that's it.
I like what scares me is like I feel like we're in somewhat of a bubble, like housing market wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, once that goes, God only knows that's gonna affect.
Oh, yeah.
I just during I told you I bought a house last year. I mean, I put in 20 grand over asking price like 4 times, and they're like, you weren't even close.
It's a bidding
Yeah.
war out
It's
there.
a bidding war, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And when that shit bursts, God only knows the ripple effect that's gonna do.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for it. I'm
Yeah,
waiting
right.
for it.
That's
I'm,
a bullshit.
Buy them dips, baby.
But I mean, that's the only you can't wait forever. Also, because you're losing out on cash flow. You're losing out on some
Yeah.
appreciation in that meantime too. But like
Yep.
I'm waiting for it. Right now, I'm like saving more than I've ever had. Just
Yeah.
because I'm working virtual. I just recently moved back into my parents' crib. I'm probably moving back up to Nova once like things open back up. But
Yeah.
the goal is to buy like a multifamily.
Duplex type.
Duplex, triplex, fourplex, anything fourplex or under. Nova's very hard to get into. That's probably where I'll end up. But yeah, Richmond or the 757 area.
Have the other people living above you pay for the rent or whatever.
Yeah, so if I don't live in it, if I live in it, ideally, I want to be able to Airbnb it. So like live in one unit and then Airbnb the next unit.
That'd be cool.
But right now, like you said, it's just a bidding war. It's like they list a house. Well, I mean, multifamilies in Nova are just just really hard to come by.
For
like
sure.
it's just like 700, 800K.
For sure.
In Richmond, Virginia Beach, especially Virginia Beach, Suffolk, Newport News area, you can find a lot, but it's still a bidding war. It's like, if something lists for 400K, especially cash flow producing property, it'll go for like 460.
So they can get that back by like year 3 or whatever. They do the math on
especially
it.
Especially if it crashes, because they're expecting the foreclosures to hit the market in like 8 or 9 months. So that should at least put more supply out there. So even if the prices don't drop, at least there won't be as much just war out there over every house. So that should help a little bit.
That makes sense.
And interest rates are like guaranteed to be down for another year and a half, 2 years. So like, I don't think the prices will really drop, but I think at least they'll stabilize a little bit so that you can actually know what you're getting into rather than you think you're gonna get it for 400K and then
I got so lucky, man. Mine got appraised for more than I paid for, and in this market, it's like
nice
fucking needle in a haystack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was stoked about that because I did, what, $11,000 over what they were asking. I'm like, I might have a little bit harder time catching up to get that equity on the back end, but worked out pretty well, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm super excited.
There's a lot of what are they, like condos and shit at the beach too that are popping up right now for sale. I'm thinking it's just because these people aren't making money on it right now just because of COVID.
Yeah.
Like I've never looked at like Myrtle Beach before for, like real estate wise, but I did recently. I mean, there's all these like 2-bed, 1-bath like condos, 1,100 square foot condos popping up for like good prices too.
So
I've just been thinking about jumping into one of those, man. Just
dude, you should if it's undervalued, you should, because there's a website you can check all like it's all forecast because it's not guaranteed.
Sure,
but like AirDNA for example, they try to track travel. They try to forecast travel, and they're expecting this summer to be like booming.
I would bet so.
Because a lot of people have been cooped up in their house for like a year and a half. So like they're gonna travel, they're gonna spend a lot of money. The saving rates in America have like been an all-time high in the past decade. So like people are gonna spend this summer. So yeah, if you have the money, if you find something on the value that you think it will produce some cash for you, why not?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. The only problem down there is like the HOA fees, like because they're in these hotels usually, so they're like $1,100 a month, for HOA fees. So, I mean, but I mean, you get like all the amenities of the hotel. So you get the pool, you get but if you're making $1,500 a week right, in the on season, it's like 4 months of straight $1,500 a week, like. It makes sense. I mean, just your on season would pay for the whole year of the mortgage. So.
And you just have it if you want to go enjoy it yourself.
And then you have it if you want a little vacation spot. So
it's like the weed dealer that sells the smoke for free. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And similar thing in Nova. It's just the HO fees just kill you. It's like you find a good deal and it's like $400 a month, $500 a month for HOA, and it's like. Damn, you just took away all my cash flow.
I know.
Not only that, but their HOAs have a lot of restrictions on like what you can do with the property. So like a lot of times you can't put it on short-term rentals like Airbnb and stuff like that. So it's like fuck.
Good.
Yeah, Richmond's been good though. The only thing like we had.
Oh, he does Airbnb.
Yeah. I mean, like me and my brother, we bought a house. The first floor is we're doing Airbnb. We live on the second floor.
Okay.
It's like a duplex.
Yeah.
But dude, like it's paying off the mortgage, and then like I mean it's leaving behind like $1,000 a month.
Yeah.
But I mean it's not a full house.
Solid though.
Yeah,
right.
like it's not a full house. We live in the house rent free, like plus a K cash flow. But the only thing that they added is like you spend $350 to get a permit, so you don't have to deal with all that bullshit of like spending $1,500.
Your brother's the contractor, right?
Yeah, he's got like his own contract and business.
Talk about good skills, like just. That's two things you can just run with, right? Like just business, just overall business sense. You can go apply that to anything. If you're a contractor, man, you can go live wherever you want to. If you can build stuff and
I mean, some people's whole business, like real estate business, is around finding a shitty property, moving into it, building it up, selling it, doing the same thing again with the next house, and just increasing the value, sell it, increase the value, sell it.
Yeah, that's what my brother did. I mean, like when we bought the house, he built it himself.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have to like spend any money on renovation, so he did it himself with a couple of people, and then he fixed everything up. We put it in the Airbnb, and that's it.
I had you boys over for the Conor McGregor fight. Like I'm I'm not saying I'm the best, but I know what I'm doing handy wise. I can do floors and a little bit of plumbing and stuff. God, wouldn't it be fucking cool if like, yeah, I think I'm gonna build a house right here and just like know exactly what. Like, okay, it's like, whoa, shit.
Ground up.
You're not worried that bitch is gonna fall in 6 months.
Yeah.
That, like, what a skill set to have. Man.
No, I saw the porch you made. Was it like a part
Yeah,
of your porch?
the
That was
steps,
nice,
the
man. That was
steps.
amazing.
Thank you.
Good woodwork.
I'll never do it again. It took
No,
so
the
long.
house looked good.
That's a lot of work.
That I almost killed myself doing that, but yeah. We were looking forward to this one, guys. I really want to have you guys on. I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah, it's not every day you get to talk to people that, you know, are that just understand shit, you know, just understand business and you know, investing and all that stuff. Like we talk about this all the time. Like a lot of people are just kind of dumb, you know, and like whether it's the way they grew up or the situation they grew up in, like, but they don't ever do anything to like figure this shit out or anything. Or maybe they try and they're just stupid, right? Like
It happens. It could happen.
Absolutely. Like it's rare to find people that just kind of get it. You know, just have like a good grasp on just the basic financial understanding in life.
And you really don't have to. You really don't have to sacrifice. Like, I don't know about you boys. I might go downtown tonight. I don't know. Like, you can have your shit together and not sacrifice.
Yeah, for sure.
Your whatever you want to do on the side or that
Absolutely.
whatever that hobby might be.
I actually like find it like you guys are right, but the thing is like it's a kind of the school system. Like I'm not gonna be the person who's gonna bash the school system because I'm doing my master's, so I'm gonna be the last person.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like what school does, it teaches you a lot of useful skills, right?
Sure.
And I'm doing my master's because like later on, I love economics. Like I love that shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing it because I want to know the box that they put you in when you go to school. Like there's a box that you get assigned to. You get to think of things in that little box. But I'm going to learn that box to kind of cross it to kind of be able to see the other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like cross applicable.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Like I want to be able to see outside that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And but the thing is, in reality, like when you go to school, you don't learn financial literacy. You don't learn psychology. You don't learn like philosophy of how to think, how to talk to people, the sociology of it. You don't learn any of that.
I feel like budgeting has to be just.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you just drive that in, the youth's heads as much as you can? Because if you can budget properly, you can position yourself wherever you want to get to. Whether that's just staying where you're at and being comfortable, or if we're trying to hit that, we're trying to purchase that Airbnb, we're trying to invest an extra $2,000 this month.
Yeah.
If you can't budget, you can't do any of that.
Yeah, like
It's a
you
major
can't expect
skill.
everyone to be like. I mean, it would be nonsense to expect everyone to be an entrepreneur or be like.
Sure.
But at least you could throw them a bone and teach them these things that every person has to learn.
Yeah.
Like learn about credit score, learn about these things. But things that you learn is differential equations.
100%.
How the fuck I'm gonna use differential equations in my life?
You shouldn't fail second grade because you're not very good at cursive.
Exactly.
Right? Like it's like that type of shit.
Yeah, like you gotta teach them like how
man.
to talk, how to like network with someone. Maybe that's a useful skill instead of
definitely.
pure math.
Well, Tim's self-taught. Tim didn't go to school. One of the smartest guys I know.
Thanks, man.
Of course, yeah. Oh, sorry. But
keep it going.
some of the and I'm not. I went to school. He went to school. He went to school. I'm not against school, but some of the dumbest people I've met have been at college. Have been.
That's true.
They're and I'm not hating on any type of degree. Just pick a degree that doesn't matter. Audience, you just plug in whatever you want. You know what I'm talking about. And there's no direction. There's no, I want to do this. They're just kind of there. So the fact that, you have those business skills, you have those contracting skills, it's just applicable to whatever you want to go do.
Exactly.
And
a lot of college is like you want to prove to others that I'm able to get this degree. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like are you actually gonna go out of your way and major in whatever major you had in mind?
Psychology, baby.
Psychology.
Yeah. Hey, there we go.
That's one of the
yeah, that's
useful
right.
ones.
Yeah.
But you major in whatever you want to do just to prove to your parents that you can't. Who gives a fuck
Yeah.
if you can't get a degree? It's a piece of paper. Go print it out.
Yeah.
What can you use in your life?
That's
Right?
that's one thing. Like Gary Vee, love him or hate him. Like that's one thing that he always says that sticks. It's just like you don't deserve shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you really
great,
Yeah.
you have a master's degree in whatever. Like, but you
Slow
if you're
clap.
Not, yeah, it's like you don't deserve it if you're not going out there trying to get after it. Like,
Yeah,
You don't. Nobody's gonna just give you shit. You know.
You feel just too entitled to things because I have a fucking
yeah.
degree. Who cares?
Yep.
No, I mean, you mentioned credit score. Just like half of America lives on credit,
Oh yeah.
Really?
but
Easy.
who teaches anything about credit in school? Not in high school, not in college.
Nobody. That's a
not
great
even as a
point.
business major. No
YouTube.
one brought it up.
You know what? Actually,
Credit.
Josh, I
Dude,
believe it was
YouTube.
at the bonfire, like when I saw you boys briefly. You know what Josh told me that night, and I fact checked it. It fucking blew my mind. And I'm not like, if you're not the audience, if you're not there yet, like we're not talking bad about people that don't have it, but over 80% of Americans don't have $2,000 in their savings.
Yeah, for emergency. Yeah, it's
When
insane.
I heard that, I literally thought to myself, "There's no fucking way." Like, how do you just get up in the morning and are comfortable? You know what I mean?
Well, they're not.
So
It's just
'Cause
crazy.
they're stressed. They're pissed off. They're anxious.
That financial literacy teaching in school
Yeah.
could probably
yeah,
help.
I mean the average savings in America is supposed to be at an all-time high, and guess what the average is right now?
like $800.
Say like 1,100 maybe. I don't know.
No, it's 5,000, but this is
5,000.
this is
Okay.
like a high.
High.
Yeah,
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 the
this is-
high. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
crazy. This is an average high in a while, and
Yeah.
that's like your car break. You lose your car.
Literally,
Yeah, what do you
do?
exactly. I was like, what if my car breaks down? I'm fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're done.
Some major expense comes up with your house. Like, what do you do? It's
AC.
just credit cards. Or
I know what I do. I'll call MJ. Hey, what's your bro doing, bro? Come on,
What's the next move?
help me out. What are we buying?
Options.
Am I buying Tether this week? What's up?
what's making me money?
Deep in options.
Hey, Josh, I'm gonna put my life savings in whatever you tell me to do. Let's go.
Flip the coin.
The whole like,
Yeah.
like if you told me in 20 years that just dollar bills and coins were just not a thing and just the whole world ran on crypto, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
at this
I mean,
rate.
I can't see. I mean, maybe in 10 years we like look back at it like it was a fad or something. I just don't think so.
No, it's
I don't think so.
grown
It's here to
so
stay now.
fast,
It's
yeah.
too advanced, right?
Too many big companies have adopted it. A lot of people are using it. A lot of people have so much like just their money
Yeah.
into it. It's
You
just,
hear those stories of like, 2005 there was a video contest and the third place got 20 bitcoins as like a joke, and then they just looked at their account one day like,
Right.
holy fuck. Can you imagine? Not even like like first place got like $200, second place $100, third place 50 bitcoin. It's like,
Yeah. Who was the winner in that
Yeah.
contest?
yeah.
That was
The
probably
winner was the
millionaire
loser
now.
for sure.
Oh my
The winner
God.
was the absolute loser for
Yeah.
sure. It's crazy, man. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? Shoot, we might be trading NFTs next year. I don't know.
Yeah, right. God, NFTs, man.
Dude, I watched a documentary on Silk Road. You guys are familiar with
Oh,
like
yeah.
Silk Road and dark web?
Wait, say
Yeah.
that again.
Silk Road. Are you guys familiar with that?
Silk Road, dark web.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta.
When it was a thing.
I know. Yes.
Someone sounds experienced.
Yes, I'm familiar. Go ahead.
No, I watched a documentary on this when I was in high school. This was like 2012, 2011, and they were talking about how they used Bitcoin as like a means to just buy stuff, and like you just put your money in Bitcoin and you can buy stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to buy some stuff just for fun, like
Yeah.
like let's just buy some Bitcoin. I didn't for some reason. I just didn't. That Bitcoin, it would have been just worth so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
It was nothing, but like I didn't know what it was. It was just like,
Yeah.
Bitcoin. It's just like a
Yeah.
fake money that you buy, like
There,
random
there,
shit.
there
with.
was a girl in our high school. I wouldn't even consider her that. I mean, if like you brought her up, I wouldn't be like, yeah, she's brilliant, right? She was just, and she like left in 10th or 11th grade. I don't really remember. And then might have been earlier than that actually. I used to play Xbox with her actually. Shout out Mego my ego. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
yeah. And she was heavy in the Forex trading, right? And then Bitcoin.
So she was
I'm
far
like,
ahead in the game.
Hard, and I'm like, what's this bitch doing right now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, she was always trying to peddle something on Instagram.
always. She's a hustler. Like,
Yeah.
for those 2 little hustles that she had 6 that didn't pan out, right?
Yeah.
She took those monies, man, and bought her own fucking like weed farm in California.
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah,
just,
nice.
I just think she has like she'd probably be a good podcast.
She probably would, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a
Didn't think
thing
about her. Did you?
somewhat back then. Hey, I need a sugar mama.
I talked to her recently, probably within the last 3-4 years.
Really?
Yeah, just like randomly. She was trying to get me to get into whatever she was
Yeah.
into, but yeah.
We used to FaceTime every night and everything. fumbled that bag.
Wow.
Anyway, no, but yeah, she took all that, man, and now she's got like a couple dispensaries like that she bought out there,
yeah.
like right before that little like the boom or right before it was more difficult to get.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like you always hear, you know, again on the college thing, you don't go to college, you'll be a failure or whatever. There's lots of ways to get it out here.
Yeah, I think the world is changing now away from that.
I would agree.
To an extent.
Yeah, especially with all the pandemic, like everyone's getting a degree from like some random college, online university.
Phoenix,
like, who
University
cares
of Phoenix.
about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I think most of my my most successful friends are all like just high school graduates. Like they got into sales, they got into business, just something to just pay
I think
the
that's
bills.
the ultimate skill is just like we were talking about that the other day,
Yep.
just like being able to talk to people and command a conversation and get find a mutually beneficial outcome to a situation. You know what I mean? Like people can't do that, man. It's wild.
No, everyone. I mean,
Yeah,
everyone's on
absolutely.
social media bashing each other right now.
Yeah.
That's like what? Oh, something. Blah, blah, blah. Where'd you hear that? Twitter
Right.
news. Oh, okay.
I know. And then like the
Let's
thing
fact
is,
check it.
everyone who has like Twitter or like Instagram, everything they watch is already based on what they like. So
Yeah.
they just
That's
approve
it.
their own ideologies every day.
Or what they hate.
exactly.
Yeah. So
Literally,
Mhm.
that's what it is. And then like they're like, oh, okay, so I believe this, and then I'm gonna keep believing this for the rest of my life. And then when someone comes and tells them, oh, don't you think you may be wrong in that and that little thinking that you have there? It's like it's the worst thing you can tell them.
How dare you?
Yeah, like exactly.
Yeah, it's bad. I believe it was a mistake. I don't you take that for whatever you want, but so like the commodity that everyone is seeking for nowadays, like the dollar bill is attached to if I can hold your attention.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why thumbnails.
Eyeballs.
Yep, eyeballs. That's
Marketing,
why
advertising.
thumbnails on your YouTube is freaking a big old cleavage or just an interesting thing, just something to say, what is that? And I'm gonna keep looking at it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like the attention is just the most valuable commodity right now because of social media. And then you market it from there, and all the companies.
Well, that's what
ran.
this whole business is kind of based on. It's,
Yep.
it's just like advertising. There were billions of dollars spent on advertising every single year, and it only goes up, right? So
Mhm.
it's like if we can just become good advertisers, then
Yeah.
we are at the root of all of that.
Yep.
And we have. It's not like just running Facebook ads or SEO or pay-per-click campaigns, but we have like the video work and the photography to back that up too. So it's like not only can we run your campaign, but we can provide all of the creative for your campaign too.
Yeah.
Eventually, as we build this thing up, like it's going to turn into people using us specifically for every single thing that they do, and
Yep.
that's it.
Yep.
We can just get more eyeballs on your stuff, man.
Yep.
Ultimately, you make more money.
That's what it's about.
Yep.
Attention.
That's it.
Attention is money, yeah.
And it's like shifting. Like I don't know, like 20 years from now, 30 years from now, be a little bit if you want to like think about like how future is gonna look like, it's gonna be like virtual reality, because Facebooks and Googles and Amazons, they're spending billions and billions on
Big
virtual
B's.
reality.
Yep.
Have you watched Steven Spielberg movie Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Ooh, love it. Good
It's
movie.
a good movie.
I
It's a
need
great
to see
movie.
that.
And Spielberg
Yeah, you'd
is
like that.
oh, you love that movie, man.
Yeah.
Spielberg is the type of guy who, whenever he makes a movie, you gotta think about that.
Yeah.
Artificial
For
intelligence.
sure.
Research-based,
That was a classic. Yeah.
For sure.
And that movie is like, it resonates with me because you can actually see us living that way, living in a VR world. You know what I mean?
I dropped thousands on a gaming PC.
Really?
I'm sitting on my desk playing that. I get it. I get it.
It's gonna be like
I'm-
Black Mirror, man. You
I'm
just
gonna
put
be
that
first in
little thing
line too.
on.
They're gonna
Yeah.
get me.
Yeah.
To
I'm
a
a
certain
gamer.
extent, we are living that way, though.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
I just,
pretty
I
much.
mean,
It's gonna change format.
on
That's it.
average, you spend like 3-4 hours in your phone nowadays, whereas
Yeah.
like 8 years ago, you had a flip phone that you would just
Shit,
use
man.
to text.
Three, 4 is probably low for me too.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, we work off our phone all day, and I'm sending trying to get podcasts, trying to fill the pipeline of our work. So I'm on this bitch all the time.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, business owners. I mean, I was on my phone like all the time, just scheduling people, sending guys out. Everything was just run on the phone. Everything is just like virtual now. Like just
Yeah.
We've talked about it before. Like you can get any answer that you want on your phone.
yeah.
But also you can't really get anything on your phone because there's always a contradictory piece out there somewhere. I mean, not everything, obviously, but that just goes back to like, you get sent stuff you really like and you get sent stuff that you really hate. You go to search on the phone. It's like you can always find something to go against what you just learned. Does that make sense? Did I explain that correctly? I'm in a couple wild bases deep. That made sense in my head, so I hope it reciprocated.
You can
on
find whatever you are looking for, or whatever you don't want to see.
There you go.
All in one Google search, and it's wild.
Our biggest problem right now is just being able to determine what you want to look at. It's just like there's too many options almost, whereas before it was no options.
What's crazy is whatever somebody pays the most for is what you're going to see.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, first
so
Google
true.
ad. Yeah.
And money influences exactly what what you're going to see when you type something in. Like, it is nuts.
Yeah,
But
it really is wild.
so, like, I guess so for business, right? Like, that's kind of I like the investing stuff too, but like for business, like if somebody came to you and was like, hey, I got 10 grand and I want to start a business, right? Like what's like my first step? Like what's some actionable takeaways that somebody watching could like use to get into a business that they want?
So with 10 grand, what's the?
It's a loaded question. Yeah, because it depends on what they're trying to get into.
Like,
but.
so what's the hedge? What's the lever that's going to move the most amount of weight?
Mhm.
It's like, so that 10 grand, like how can you make the most amount of money with that? It's like, for us, it always almost came down to advertising.
Yeah.
Like what platform do we use that'll bring us the most amount of clients? And like we found that it was all like for us, for a mobile detailing business, it was like Yelp and Google, obviously.
Yep.
So like we had to learn how to advertise on there.
Was it important for you to be like, I know you can pay to be like, if I searched, if I was like in the area where you guys were working and I searched, mobile car detailing, was it important for you to pay for like, you want to be one of the first three on the Google page or whatever?
Absolutely. Because like we talked about, attention is like,
Yep.
Attention span has like just been cut in like the 10th recently. So it's like you have to be in the top 5 on Google or Yelp, or if you're on the second page of Google, no one's clicking on that. No one's going there.
No.
So initially, the biggest problem was to be able to rank high on Google and Yelp.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like just getting reviews and then the SEO improvements. But, dude, we used to do like just almost free services just to get like 5-star reviews.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just more clicks,
It's
just
so
like
important.
5-star reviews. And
Yeah.
then once we got up there was like, don't negotiate with me. Like I'm on the first page of Google.
Those reviews, man. Speaking of reviews, 5-star us. That would help
Yeah,
us.
there you go.
It does, man.
Shout out to my people in Oregon. You boys know who you are.
That
Or
$10
girls, I don't-
discount.
Both of y'all, all of y'all,
It-
whatever.
Exactly. Like, just honestly, like the reviews, like that $10 discount to provide that service for $10 less.
Yeah,
To get a
make them feel
5-star
like they're
review.
getting something.
Yeah, that one review could bring you like hundreds of dollars
Mhm.
more throughout that year. So it's just like do whatever you can to get the reviews to get your just website rank high.
I
Yeah.
think that's why a lot of people's business aren't successful because like the odds of you having a profitable business in your first 2 months, right? It's like more or less not going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Because the advertising is so important. So people see it as money going out when like so money's not coming in, money's going out, and they loss. But then eventually, the weight kind of stacks, and then woof, now you see your returns.
Yeah.
It's hard to change people's psychologically how they think of. You're not losing money. It's for a purpose. It's
Yeah.
for an
It's an
end goal investment.
It's hard to
Exactly.
get past the cost. You
Yeah.
know? Like people just see like $1,000 a month on Facebook ads. Like I don't want to spend that, but it's
Yeah.
like but if you're making 3, like
Yeah,
that's a good month.
I'm
Okay.
cheap. I'm one of the
It's
cheap.
tough to
I'm one
get
of the
that.
Same,
I
man.
am one of the cheapest dudes you guys will meet. It is even like I'm preaching to the choir right now because even for me it's like, oh, Tim, we don't need that. We probably get away with that. Like don't get that. We only need this advertising budget, but it's really important. It's super important, especially when you're growing.
No,
Absolutely.
The mental battle of like, should I even with stocks, over time, like you said, it's gonna
Mhm.
go up. But like, should I put this 10 grand that took me a minute to save? Should I just put this in the market, or should I just keep it in the account and just like feel safe?
Yeah.
It's the risk of it. It all
That's
comes
it.
down to risk, man. It's tough to deal with risk, but you gotta learn risk, and this is the hardest thing about it.
Yeah, but I mean, so like with the business, you could see it's probably different with stocks, but like with business, you could see that it's slowly growing over
Mhm.
time, and that something really awful has to happen for it to just like backtrack.
Yeah.
Like, you knew like business takes I feel like longer for it to like establish. Once it becomes established, it's very hard for it to just break
It's a
it down.
fail,
You
yeah.
gotta fuck up to take steps backwards.
No, exactly. Yeah. So like that in itself gives you a sense of security to just be like, okay, my money's going to good use. Let me just put everything that I'm making, like all my profits, and reinvest it back into the business. And like I could see that was working slowly over time. Whereas I feel like with stocks that could be a little harder.
Oh yeah, it can,
You
yeah.
could see a 40% dip in one
Right.
day, but you don't see
Like,
that in
they
business.
say if you make money when you start, that's the worst lesson you can get because you get used to
then you feel
wishful thinking.
invincible.
Yeah, you think you're the god.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
after a little while, you learn that you're not.
You don't
You're
invest?
mortal.
Fuck you.
All right.
What are you talking about?
Become the
Stonks.
AirPods
yeah,
guy.
yeah, the Trevor Wallace stocks. Yeah.
He's ridiculous, dude. He's a
He
funny
is
man.
so funny. I'm trying to get Nolan. If you are watching this, for the love of God, get on our podcast.
Nolan
But
Rosenborough.
have you seen him? He does like the frat house drama, or he did he's got a couple.
There's a lot of
Nolan,
Dr. Phil
Nolan,
stuff.
yeah, you better pay us for this plug, boy. But like the Nolan Roseborough or whatever, he like runs in that circle with Trevor Wallace.
Yeah.
God, he's so fucking funny.
Yeah, he is.
We actually would talk to a girl, Trevor Wallace. You know, Churdleys.
Yeah, Churdleys.
Churdleys. We actually talked to. She's not going to get on the pod because she asked for money and fuck nah. But we were talking to her maybe get one of like person from that crew on the pod because like they just do skits and get
Yeah.
mad
They
cash.
pump out content like
Yeah.
crazy.
That is the move. That
Yeah.
is the move.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all should make some content just about like finance shit. Like I tried to make a finance YouTube channel.
They pay the best.
They do pay the best. Like it's something I want to do, but I just haven't sat down to actually do it yet because we've been so busy. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, this kind of shit we're talking about right here. Like, if you just make like 8 to 10 minute digestible clips about investing or about building a business or whatever, like YouTube pays like $20 to $30 per 1,000 views on those videos. That's
The audience.
fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'll be
needed,
down,
too.
man.
It's
I'll be
so
down if
needed.
you wanna do it. I'll be down. I'll be
Yeah,
down
man.
to get some videos.
You
for
guys,
that.
you guys would both bang because
Oh, yeah.
you present it in a way that's like Tim said, very digestible.
Yeah.
You break it down to the ABCs.
Well, and it's
one,
like,
two,
and
threes.
you get to be like we were talking about that. There's no education for this stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like you get to be that person that provides that education,
Mhm.
and if people find you and start fucking with you, I mean, you build a little audience on there. I mean, the audience is priceless, you know, because
yeah,
from there,
absolutely.
whatever you're pushing, you know, that they're into it. And yeah, I need to sit down and do it again myself because I was just thinking like I'm just gonna start very basic, like credit card versus debit card. You know,
Yeah.
like what's the difference? People don't know that.
Some people
Yeah.
don't know though.
No,
Some
not at
people
all.
don't know, man.
I really think it's so needed because
Mhm.
like we were talking about we're talking about education earlier. My sister is like in pre-med. She doesn't know anything about this stuff.
Yeah.
Like she's smart as hell in school, but she should probably like own her own business one day. But she
Yeah.
doesn't know anything about any of this stuff.
Wow.
Like just
Mhm.
credit, debt. What's an asset? What's a liability? Just like the
Yep.
very basics of stuff
Yeah.
like that'll get you really far. People use credit card to go on travel. People like
Mhm.
use because they don't know the repercussions of it like down
Yep.
the road. So
Oh yeah.
no, it's very basic stuff in a country that like everyone just uses debt. They refinance
Yeah.
their homes to like
Yeah.
to pay for like regular day-to-day stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, you're just adding on more and more debt to your life with
Yeah,
like
just-
not knowing what you're doing.
You're slapping a metaphorical Band-Aid on it just
Yeah.
for the short term, you know,
Yeah.
but you don't realize what you're doing to yourself in the long term.
Yep. No debt is freedom, man.
That's it.
So that's the goal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the asset and liabilities, have you seen people trying to get you to join their organization?
Oh,
And then, like,
just about every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, I get messages every day from my boys from like 4 years ago. Hey, like you want to make quick cash 5% a day in the stock? I'm like, if you can make 5% a day after
Yeah.
a year, you'd be like a trillionaire.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
of all,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean, I feel like that's so funny. But I mean, I know there are people who are killing it in that industry, in the network marketing industry.
Yep.
But it's ridiculous because everyone a lot of people who I know, they're trying it. Well, I know there are like a good amount of people who are actually doing really well at it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's winning in,
Oh,
that,
yeah.
in that pyramid for sure, and that's how they can sell it. You
Yeah.
know, It's
Respect
like,
to
look
them,
at me.
too. I'm-
I am diamond level, and you can also be here if you get 5 of your friends to sign up. Yeah,
It's like the chocolate
It's
bars in
wild,
elementary school.
yeah,
You know,
that's
it's like,
exactly what it is.
all right, you're gonna sell these 25 for me. And then-
We've had, I know I've had at least 5 people from high school reach out to me over the years and just be like,
hey,
"Hey,
Tim, how's it going, man?
you want to come to this this business dinner?" And you know that we have the VP from Bank of America that's going to talk to us about the special business principles. And I'm like, "Is this Amway?" And they're just like,
Yeah.
"Well, I mean, no, just come out and see." Is this Amway? Yeah, it's Amway. Okay, yeah, I'm good.
The first thing so I've been to a bunch of their meetings because I was about it, like, it's interesting to see.
It's hard to say no. Yeah,
I
it's like,
know
I want to make money.
And I know someone is doing Nicole.
Absolutely,
Nicole.
yeah.
She's doing. pretty
it
well.
can work.
It
It's
can
not
work.
that it doesn't work.
Can work.
You just have to be a fucking savage.
Sacrifice everything
Yeah.
for it. Yeah.
You have to
you
reach
do.
out to your friends and family and say, "Hey, can you just buy some energy drinks, please?"
Hey Tim, it's so good to hear from you, man. So how would you like to make 30,000 cash real quick?
And then like the start of each meeting, right?
Mhm.
They start with the Robert Kiyoski's cash flow quadrant, and it kills me because that's the only thing that's being repeated every meeting.
Oh yeah.
And everyone talks about what's asset, what's liability, and it's just so funny to me because it's the same pitch over and over
Yeah.
It
with
is.
different calls.
It's a bit of a money grab from the
Yeah.
boys up top, but
For sure.
I'm like, have you ever read a different business book, or is that the
Is that
only one?
do you know any other 2 words besides asset and liability? You have a third vocab word we can learn today?
It's like the
Yeah.
average guy is making $1 million in my company. You should join. But then you look at it. It's like one guy is making
Making like
50 million,
yeah.
and then everyone else making 50
Like
grand.
70K, yeah.
It's like, yeah,
And the
you
guy who
really
comes
got the
like,
average.
Yeah, and the guy who like tells you that the average person is making like $1 million a year, like comes with a $5,000 car
Yeah.
to pick you up.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, this is not adding up.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, cars aren't assets either, but I mean, like, at least if you're making a meal, you wouldn't be driving. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Like,
work
uh,
out.
The way you're talking, you should be in a Bentley, not a Camry.
Exactly.
Like, come on. Boys, we could talk this all night,
There we
and,
go.
and like it just flowing really smooth. I really appreciate you guys having on. I have learned a ton. Tim, I'm sure you've learned a shit ton.
Oh yeah.
Audience, I'm sure you guys have learned too. Just take a second if you guys want to plug anything. Where can they find you? Do you want them to find you? If you don't, tell them to fuck off. I don't care. But
Yeah, whatever you want.
here's your time, man. If you want to plug anybody, go for it. Now's
Do you
your
have
time.
any courses you're trying to sell or
Yeah.
anything?
yeah, maybe to look out for.
I have I'm working on this course right now. It's like, you give me $10.
There you go.
Sold.
Overnight millionaire.
Where do I sign up?
You'll get $100 back.
So that's a cheap course, man.
Next
You got to bump that up to $2,000.
Yeah, right. They need to feel committed.
That's right. Yeah. If they don't have any money in the game, then they're not
They're
going to
not
do
gonna-
anything
yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
always
I don't have anything public really.
No, I don't have anything. Thank you guys for having us.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been
Absolutely.
fun. Yeah,
It's been it's
great
been
time.
great. I hope you guys maybe a couple months have you guys back on. I'm sure the audience is gonna love you guys. Super informed. Again, just thanks for coming on, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
having
Really
us.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. And if you want to follow us,
Yeah,
we got
plug
the
us.
Paper Nature IG on Instagram. What's the Twitter that we just started? Real Paper Nature at
Yeah.
Real Paper Nature, because regular Paper Nature was taken by some guy with 1 follower.
Don't laugh at those followers either, because I'm trying to build that shit. Okay.
Yeah,
I just
we're
got
trying
it.
to build it. So go ahead and follow
Oh
us
my
there.
God! Can I
Yeah.
pause you
Go
real
for
quick?
it. Absolutely.
You told me at the bonfire that you have several Instagram accounts that you run and buy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't plug that in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, like they're different topics. And
It's
stuff.
taking off, man. It's taking off
Yeah.
fast.
So I'm like, I've been
Even if it's just to me, like just
yeah,
you're
let's,
just
let's talk
locking,
about
like,
that.
How'd you grow that?
just so I use Hootsuite. I use Hootsuite to schedule posts for the upcoming week because I'm busy
Okay.
during the week with like
Hoot Zoot.
Hootsuite.
Hootsuite.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
you know what that is?
Yeah. So
yeah, Tim, write this
I
down.
use that to schedule for the upcoming week because I'm looking at the market during the week. I don't want any distraction from that.
Yeah.
And I use that to schedule posts with different niches. I have one about gadgets, and I have like
Okay.
another one about like construction, and then like drop shipping, and then I'm trying to
Okay.
like make AdSense money from it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's building a lot of momentum. So one of them is gadgetorial. I guess it started with like zero,
Yeah,
like
you're
2 months ago.
plugging it terribly. Yeah, but yeah, it's honestly, it's such an interesting page because like, I'm not following it because my friends, like that's how I initially got introduced to it, but It's actually interesting as fuck. People are commenting on it. It's getting some of the posts are getting 100,000 views.
I got like a post with
it's
2
really
million
taken
views.
up.
What's the at? What's the at?
Gadgetorial.
Gadgetorial, just
Yeah.
gadgets and tutorial. You mix them together. Gadgetorial.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, what is it at now? 25, 26K?
Yeah, 25K went from 0 to 25K
all
in like
natural,
2-3
yeah, no
months.
advertising, nothing.
And it's just you would say that the content is what drove that. That's
yeah.
You really took your time on the content
The hashtag.
plus the consistency plus
Yeah.
the hashtags. That's the formula.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you making all the content yourself?
I mean, I'm just using other people's content to give them credit for it,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
Just
Cool.
an interesting page to follow. It's
Niche
like one of those
page.
pages that like you see a cool video like every time
Right,
there's
right.
a post
Yeah.
and you're like it just grabs your attention. You want to watch it for a few seconds.
Cool,
yeah.
cool. Sorry, I cut you off on our
No,
personal.
it's a good
When you plugged our Instagram, I'm like,
It clicked.
we talked about this on the
Yeah.
bonfire. Wait, hold up.
No,
So do you
Um,
have like products that you're drop shipping as well that you're pushing through that
So
page?
I used to I
Okay.
used to drop ship for a while and then just making like a few $100 here and there. But
Mhm.
now I'm like building this website. I'm building a hybrid drop shipping website where I can pay people on a Fiverr like $10-20
Yeah,
to write articles about gadgets.
absolutely.
Hell
and then
yeah.
run like side ads on the website
Yep.
plus drop shipping products
That's
from
money.
like
Okay.
Mexico
That's
or
awesome,
China.
bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's sick. That's
I have the
that's
domain
sick.
for it, so
That's
I'm working
super
on that.
cool.
Yeah.
We'll talk after this podcast.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's working.
But yeah, man. Shit, where were you? Sorry, I
No,
cut you
this
off.
is a great-
Paper
yeah.
Nature IG, Real Paper Nature on Twitter,
Yeah, we got the
Paper Nature on
Patreon.
YouTube. Yeah, for the love of God, Patreon. If we get how many subscribers? How many patrons?
5,000 patrons. This guy's legally changing his name to whatever they pick. The
5,000 patrons.
yeah.
Yeah, you're damn
Yeah,
right. I will.
That's right.
Hi,
Legally,
my
wow.
name is Johnson Handler.
Yeah,
How's it
Johnson
going?
Handler.
Hey, my name is Hugh.
Cocking my ass.
Hugh Direction. Nice to meet you. And I'll laugh all the way to the bank.
That's right.
Shout out Oregon, go Ducks, baby.
That's right.
We love you guys. Thanks
Yep.
for stopping in, campers. See you next time.
Take it easy.
Peace.